Sweet. Hey guys, welcome to Picksburgh. This is Anthony, and I got my guy Chef Marte _cards with us today. And big news: this just broke out of the sports card industry, more specifically the graded sports card industry. One of our big competitors, HGA, looks like just parted ways with their founder, CEO, owner, Tyler Hitt. He's had a pretty controversial run. Irregardless of what anyone has to say about the guy, like I'll always say this dude innovated the custom label and the sideways slab.
He was second to the market
there. No, but like on the real, like irregardless of what you think about him, he built a really successful company, did a lot of big things, and I gotta give him props, man. He was the first one that took that stab at innovating them custom labels and everything like that. But
I'd say a lot of it too. I mean, he was definitely in the right place at the right time. I mean, he got in right before the pandemic. Correct me if I'm wrong in saying that.
Yeah.
There was a huge opening at that point because let's face it, your PSAs, BGS, SGC, everything was filling up so quick.
Yep. Plus, like the custom labels, like they were a game changer because everything that's considered like okay to like the basic collector is the PSA base white. With red, the BGS, which is basically just like a chrome label. Then you got the SGC, which is just your black and white tuxedo. So this was something that like you could literally give a personal flair to all of your cards. So it was something that collectors really like. And honestly, that was one of the reasons we incorporated custom labels into Transparent Grading Team when we started it. So essentially what they're saying, you guys can read it here on screen, but we're writing to communicate a few changes within our organization. Tyler Hitt will be stepping away from HGA. HGA was his dream, and the company wouldn't be where it was today without his knowledge and love for the industry, which is true. Like, you know what I mean? Unless like that guy actually sacked up and started a company, because you know how many people probably said, oh, we should do this, but Tyler did it. So kudos to him, man. And he grew it to a much larger company than we've even experienced at this point.
Oh, yeah.
So big shout out to him. It says, although they're sad to see him go, he would still be a part of the HGA family and will work diligently to make his vision a success. So for me, that at least makes me feel good that he's staying on with them.
Yeah, but it's a matter of what capacity is he staying on.
Correct.
Clearly, it looks like the decision making is pretty much going to be taken away, though.
Correct. Yeah, it absolutely is, because it says HGA is now in the capable hands of Armstrong International. It says they were founded in 1900. Armstrong International is a private fifth-generation family-owned company. It says they have a strong passion for the card industry, which is what drew them to HGA in the first place. The thing that's weird about that is we looked up this company and they handle in like
steam power, like renewable resources, kind of, a lot more towards,
like the industrial.
Yeah, much more. Nothing that really has bearing in the sports or memorabilia market.
Yeah, it's really strange. So I'm guessing perhaps maybe the guy who owns the company is probably into cards or something like that, or hoping they don't just see it as like a way to make a quick buck, because
we've got enough money grabs in this industry. Let's be real.
You know what, though? Typically, if there's a money grab, people sniff it out and they typically fail. But I don't want to say that's what it is, because I don't know these folks at Armstrong International. I'm just giving you like a real raw response as somebody who also works in this industry. I literally have nothing but respect for HGA. Me and Marty have actually submitted to HGA in the past. So the service we got was good. I didn't have any issue with it.
No, I'm pretty sure they met the turnaround time. If not, it might have been very close. It was over.
Yeah, for sure. I actually have a video on this channel. If I remember, I'll try to pin it of my reveal from them. So yeah, like not throwing shade or anything like that, because I believe there's enough business to go around in this industry for all of us to eat. And if that were not so, we would not be doing well. Yeah. So it says HGA management team has been driving operations, will continue to do so with the support from ownership. We will add resource who brings over 17 years experience running companies and developing operational excellences, which is really good, because like honestly, like that's something that any company needs, especially a company like HGA in its infancy that is literally outgrown its capacity to operate on a successful level. That's honestly most likely the crux of the problem is they grew faster than they could handle it. So getting somebody that's like literally run organizations for 17 plus years is probably really good.
Yeah, someone with knowledge of how to really scale a company. I mean, you can't put a dollar amount on that. That's very valuable.
Oh, hell yeah. Then it says HGA is committed to its mission to providing our customers with innovative grading services, which they did provide the innovative labels. I don't know if I would say innovative grading services.
Well, they were supposed to be the first ones to combine an element of AI with the human element.
Correct. And honestly, they probably were in that sense, but like to the degree that we probably want to see AI, it's probably not up to that.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
The other thing too, no shade being thrown at them, but like the lack of being able to authenticate things. You know what I mean? Killer. Like, because that they've had a lot of things come out where they've graded fake cards or X, Y, or Z. And I know, like, especially as a new company, that's like killer. Yeah, that's absolutely killer.
Credibility goes a long way in this industry. You know, that's why people are comfortable sending to a PSA, a BGS, an HGC.
Absolutely.
Because they're credible. I know for us, we literally, the person who really kind of helps us authenticate has literally written the book on authentication.
Absolutely. And that's helpful. I mean, because honestly, like, as much as I'm a card nerd, Morty's a card nerd, Alan's a card nerd, there's still going to be cards we don't know. So the beautiful thing is we actually go to the people who have written books on this and know how to authenticate. But above and all, if we cannot authenticate something and feel good in our stomach, we just normally send it back and just say, sorry, we cannot authenticate that card, because you have to protect your brand above all else. But again, when you're in a situation where you're scaling larger than you can currently manage, I mean, technically that's a good problem to have.
100%, but you have to also be able to adapt to the demand.
Absolutely.
Whether it was their initial strategy of limiting cards to 5,000 submissions a week, or, you know, kind of however you want to go about it. I can tell you, I know that whenever they added the custom, like the true custom labels, not just the color match, but a true custom label, they said that set them very far behind. And I can tell you from experience, it's a lot of, not so much me, but I've seen it. We'll put it that way.
Yes. Alan can tell you guys from experience, custom labels take a lot longer. I mean, even just color matching everything is just extra work somebody has to do. And normally they have a template, and some of these companies have the labels generated for them. So it really is a whole extra service that they're providing above and beyond just like the grading and encapsulating of your card. So that would make a lot of sense why it's taken them a lot longer to get stuff done, with that being the case.
Yeah. And the unfortunate thing for them is, unfortunately, a lot of the feedback, just from what I've seen in a lot of comment sections, heck, even on the comment section for this post, it's a lot of talk about turnaround times. It's a lot of talk about customer service, things like that. I mean, I can tell you it's not the easiest thing to juggle. It's definitely not.
Absolutely.
You know, I know I feel for the guy. I really do. But at the end of the day, you just have to be real with your clientele.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And I'm always happy to hear that he's going to stay on. You know what I mean? That he still gets to be a part of the thing he started, which is super cool to hear. I wish him all the best. I wish HGA all the best, because like I said, like, a healthy card market is good for me. It's good for you. It's good for everybody. You know what I mean? And the more people they convert to people that grade cards, the better it is for TGT, the better it is for PSA, the better it is for SGC. Because I don't know about you, but most people don't collect just one slab. You know, I have a medley of slabs in my collection, and I think that we're getting to a part of the sports card market where people are just tired of waiting. You know what I mean? And they're willing to try something different. You know what I mean? They just want to feel like whatever experience that they're getting into is going to be something that's going to be positive, that, you know, they're going to have a human being to talk to if something should go wrong or whatnot. But like I said, my experience with HGA have been positive. But as somebody who is kind of working as an investigative journalist here on this, I have to be forthfront. I have to tell you the things that people are upset and angry with, whether or not I personally agree with them or not. So these are the facts that we're currently dealing with. I'm sure at some point Tyler will come out and make a statement. But this is the statement that HGA has officially put out on their Facebook page.